All right, let's move on now to Cookie Johnson. In her new memoir, Believing in Magic, she opens up about coming to terms with her reality star son EJ's sexuality, something they both talked about when we had EJ interview his mom, Cookie, for the very first time.
This was such a great interview. But first, Cookie spoke to us about the other life-changing moment in her family's life, as this year marks the 25th anniversary of when her husband, Magic Johnson, was diagnosed with HIV.
I look back and I go, both of us, we're like, it's been 25 years.
Because of the HIV virus that I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers.
That's another reason why I wrote the book. I'm like, we've come so far in 25 years.
The power of unconditional love. In her new memoir, Believing in Magic, Cookie talks candidly about sticking not only by Magic's side, but also supporting their son EJ's sexuality. And for that, we invited him to ask the questions.
This is so weird that I'm interviewing you right now.
I know.
You're like Diane Sawyer. So in the book, you mentioned how you always knew I was different. How did you feel kind of watching me not conforming to traditional norms?
Yes. Well, you know, in the beginning, I thought, oh, well, maybe it's just a phase he's going through. But then one day it just hit me when I saw you playing with your sister's dolls and you were so happy. Why should I make him do something he doesn't really like doing? So that's when I stopped trying to throw you in the sports, let you play with your dolls at home. But I knew that your dad wouldn't allow that. So you and I had to have a little ritual where you play with them when he's not in town, and then when he's there, we put them in my room, right?
When I was like 13, was it 14 or 15 or whatever, when we actually did sit down and talk about it. We were on that trip in Hawaii and there were boys and walking around without shirts on, and I was obviously
and you
staring.
Were,
But
salivating.
I mean, okay, excuse you.
I felt it was important to talk to you about it because I didn't want you to think you had to hide that from me, because I'm your mom and I love you and I support you in whatever you want. And that's why after that conversation, I went and talked to your father about it.
Dad's initial reactions were a little more stern, I think, than you and I would both have preferred.
I was very angry with him when he did that. And I told him so that night because, you know, this is who you are and there was no reason to make you feel bad about it.
How did it make you feel when, you had learned that we had kind of talked about it the next day and, moved forward and kind of he apologized?
I cried because it was just, the most amazing thing that he was the last piece. And now, you can be free to be who you were.
I'm, so proud of you. I am so overjoyed that, it's finally time for you to get up and tell your story.
Thank you. I love you too. That means a lot.
So brave of both of them to be so honest and open.
That was so beautiful, right?
Yeah.